Hey guys, it's Liz and we're flipping things, and today we're doing a what sold on eBay because it's been a few weeks. I haven't done one. So I grabbed a few items, good items, not so good items, and I thought I'd share with you. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. I have to tell you, I am like in front of my sliding glass door because one, I thought you might want to see all the snow we got. It's kind of crazy. And two, because Trevor's in the living room playing Nintendo Switch on Kids Messenger with his friend TJ, and he's super loud. So I'm trying to work around this. They are on like winter break this week. So yeah, we're doing what we can do. We're filming where we can film, and if he's noisy in the background, I apologize. We're gonna do a what sold on eBay. Today, I have switched it up a little. I didn't pull everything I sold, obviously, but I pulled some good items and some not so good items. But the one thing I did is I always pull the sell-through rate, so I tell you guys how long each item took to sell, because I think that's really important. I didn't realize when I started that stuff doesn't just magically sell super fast. Like sometimes items sit. And the other thing I did, because I'm on managed payments now, I was able to actually go back in, and not only did I pull like, you know, what I paid and what I paid when I bought the item and how long it took to sell, I also pulled the fees out of eBay. So I'm going to give you an actual net profit on all of these items. Everything I sell, I charge for shipping. I do not offer free shipping. I'm too afraid that I'm going to screw something up after a couple Alaska incidents in the beginning of my selling career. So the buyer's paid shipping, but keep in mind, when that happens, eBay charges you fees based on your total sale, meaning the sale price plus shipping. So that total amount, the shipping plus the sale, is what they're charging you fees on. So sometimes it might not look like it's a 10% fee. It might be a little bit higher, but that's because they've added the shipping in there and charged the fees on that. One favor, if any of you are willing, I would be super grateful. I think some of you might remember, I have a video a while back. I can link it here. My oldest son, Michael, is 18 years old. Michael Delano is his name, and he is a musician. And late last year, he was flown to California by American Idol and auditioned for Lionel Richie, Luke Bryan, and Katy Perry. Got the yeses and got his golden ticket to Hollywood. And it was like the most surreal, insane, awesome experience.
3, 2, 1, go! Woo! I'm going to Hollywood, baby!
In the beginning of December, end of November, 48 hours before he was supposed to fly out for Hollywood Week, the attorneys from the network contacted him and let him know he was being dropped from the show due to his mental health risk assessment, because he very openly and honestly deals with depression and anxiety. So it was kind of ripped away from him. It's been a rough few months. And he has a band called 77 Stone, and tonight they are competing in a competition called Band Together Buffalo shutdown showcase. And between today is Wednesday and Friday, if you would be willing to go to bandtogetherbuffalo.com and go to episode 5 and just click to vote for 77 Stone, that would be so amazing. I will put the link in the description. I do think you have to enter an email address, but of course you can just stop if they're sending. I think they just send you, letting you know when new episodes are coming out. I'd be so grateful, because my boy could use a win, because that was a really tough loss for him earlier this year after he earned it and then it was like ripped away from him. So if any of you would be willing to go place a vote for Michael, I would be so grateful, because I really want to see him move on to the next round, the top 16. Let's get back into the reselling stuff. I'll probably put a timestamp in here too, like here's when I start actually talking about eBay. So my first item I am going to talk about is right here. I do have a video about this. This was one I sent to a buyer with no feedback. There have been no issues, thank goodness. And I've never had an issue with someone with zero feedback, but I know I've seen on like the Facebook groups that people are real leery of selling to brand new buyers with zero feedback on eBay. But everybody starts somewhere. Everybody's got to start. I started with zero. So this is an Xbox 360, 120 gig. I got this from a friend of mine, Eric, this summer. He had like several garage sales, and he texted me at the end and he's like, I have all this stuff. Do you want it? And that included like, I think there was 2 or 3 Xboxes, I don't know, hundreds of DVDs, video games. There was controllers. There was so much stuff. And I wound up, I think, giving him $40 total for everything he gave me. And I really just broke it down by like the consoles. So, I basically said I paid $10 for each console, and then everything else I just put in my inventory as zero. So I paid $10 for this. It sold for $64. The fees on this were $10.81. And so my net profit on this item was $43.19, which is super awesome. It took 106 days to sell. That is only because this is the second time I've sold this item. I actually sold it previously earlier in the year, and the buyer reached out and was like, I love it. It works great. I even cleaned it up more for you. It just doesn't fit in the space that I need it to. And I offer free returns. So he returned it in exactly the same condition. And I actually sold it again, this time for more money. I think I got $59 for it last time. And this time I sold it for $64. So cool with me. And this was a nice profit. I wish I could do this kind of profit on every item. That is not realistic, at least for me in where I am in the selling journey. But 106 days, and I made a $43.19 profit. Thank you to Eric for all of the things that you gave me that day, because I've been selling them for months. The next is a curtain panel. It's a green curtain panel. I got this as part of one of my bulk boxes of uninspected returns. I do believe that was a mistake. If I order from bulk again, I am gonna try new or like new, because uninspected returns was iffy. It was iffy. So this one, I averaged out for this box, everything in this box from bulk, I averaged out to $1.75 each. I sold this for $10.99. The fees were $3.64 for a net profit of $5.60. This sold in 11 days. I priced this a little bit lower than I should have, just because the packaging, it's out of the packaging. It doesn't look new. It is new, but like the packaging is ripped and it's pulled out. It's not folded right. So I probably could have waited and gotten more, but I'm just trying to push some of this bulk stuff out because there's a lot of it. Up next, this is a set of 6 like blue flower plates, and I actually showed these in a shipping video the other day. My a family friend gave these to me, so I paid $0 for them. I sold them for $6. The fees was $2.15, and my profit was $3.85. The buyer paid shipping. These took 75 days to sell, but again, this is something someone just gave to me for free. They took up very little space. They were super easy to ship. And so, I mean, is it only $3.85? Yes. If I was selling, though, 20 items where I was making a $4 profit every day, well, that's $80 a day. And now we're making a little bit of money, right? I'm not selling 20 of them right now. So, but I'm being real with you. I'm being real, right? I think if I had paid for these, I probably would not have made money. But because they were free, I just threw it up there. I listed it. They sold. I was happy. They're springy. Up next, this was a big pain in the butt to ship. And while I was shipping it, I was like, I don't think I would do this again. But when I look back at the profit, I'm like, yeah, this was a pretty good deal. So this is a Kitchener chandelier. I got this on clearance at Lowe's. And I follow Lowe's on Brickseek pretty closely, and they throw stuff on like deep clearance, and a lot of times you can actually order online for curbside pickup, which I prefer. And so I got this item for $20 on clearance, but it was very big. It sold for $70 plus shipping, and the shipping was really expensive. So my fees were $12.23. And I netted $37.77 on this item. It took 177 days to sell. That's a long time, 6 months. And I believe it's because the shipping was just so high on this. Like really, it's a difficult sell when the shipping is that high. But I made $37.77. That's a fine profit. In my mind, I'm totally happy with that. So this was a good item. When I was shipping it and I was dealing with all that, I'm like, oh, I wouldn't do this again. But I would do this again if I was making almost $40 every time. Not so bad. I mean, I cannot complain about that, right? It was like, it was in the basement. It wasn't in the way. It really did. I mean, it was kind of bulky, but I was happy. And I'm happy to have it out of here. And you know what? I haven't gone on Lowe's on Brickseek this week, so maybe I will go check it out and see if they've got anything new I can sell. What's next? The next two are kind of like duds, but I had to sell them. This is a set of Glade pumpkin spice plugins. I'm not a pumpkin spice girl. I don't know if you guys are. That's not my favorite scent. To be honest, remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but I had COVID at the very beginning of December. And the only symptom I really had was I lost my sense of smell. And it's really still not back. I like occasionally get like a whiff of something and it's like very exciting, but I really don't have a sense of smell yet, which is weird. So I'm not a pumpkin spice girl, but I didn't have to smell these. These were in the bulk box. Again, these were both in bulk boxes. This one, I averaged all the items out in this bulk box to $2 per item. It sold for $7. The fees were $1.88, so I netted $3.12 on this item. Right? But it was in the bulk box. I had to sell it. There was several items in the bulk boxes that I got that I really couldn't resell. So I'm trying to sell everything I got. And I guess if I look at it, right, like it's still a profit. It's not much of a profit, but it's still a profit. And with those boxes, as long as I'm making a profit, I'm kind of happy. But I would like a little bit more. Next, this is a Baby Yoda Bluetooth speaker. It was real little. Again, this was in a bulk box. I averaged the box that this one was in out to $1.75 each. And this sold for $7. I should have sold it for more, I think. But I was looking at the sold comps and I wasn't that far off. So the fees were $2.31 and I netted $2.94 on this item. It sold in 6 days, so it moved very quickly, but that's probably because I underpriced it. I don't know. So again, I made a profit. Was it a great profit? No, but I made a profit. Up next, this is Magnesium citrate. I got this in a...
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe if you'd like.
And if you want to, you can comment.
Thank you, Trevor. Thank you so much. This I got in a Catch and Deals HBA box, which they were doing a while back, and they were like $35 for the box. I absolutely loved these boxes. I've done really well on these boxes. It was like a killer deal. They are no longer offering them. Seems to me Catch and Deals is no longer offering any of the boxes that people were making money on, but that's just me being negative. I wish they still had these boxes, but they don't. So this, that box, everything in it averaged out to $1.50 per item. It sold for $9.99. The fees were $2.13. So my net on this item was $6.36. It took 65 days to sell, which is not bad. And I wish I had more of those boxes. I'll be totally honest. I wish they would go back to selling those HBA boxes because they were awesome. Up next, this is also from the same Catch and Deals HBA box. It was this like DeFi molding cream, like for your hair. So I paid $1.50 for it. It sold for $13. The fees were $2.67. and I netted $8.83 on this item. I am totally happy with that. I am not going to lie. It took 63 days to sell, and I made $8.83 on it. Cool. I'm happy. I would do that over and over again if I could. I guess that's the goal of this, is to figure out how to do that over and over again, right? I'm getting there. Up next, this is a Kindy Kids shopping cart. I picked this up on clearance at Walmart. I am a fan of the retail arbitrage. I am not approved to sell toys on Amazon, but sometimes I find such a killer deal in toys, especially in clearance at Walmart, that I get them to sell them on eBay. So this was on clearance for $2. I sold it for $11.99. The fees were $3.28. And I made a net profit of $8.71. Now, it did take 180 days to sell. So 6 months to sell this. And I did have to put it on promoted listings. So I think my fees were like 50 cents higher than they would have been. But still, an $8.71 profit is fine. So I'm still happy with this, right? Again, if I can land in a profit margin, or if I can land where my profit is anywhere between $8 and $15, I think that's really great. I know that there's people that need more than that. But as I'm trying to build up my business and learn how to source, I'm really happy if that's where I land. Unfortunately, a lot of the time I land somewhere more between $3 and $7 profit, and that's not enough. So I'm a work in progress. And last, and I showed this in my last video, I bought a ton of these Pioneer Woman spatula sets back at Walmart when I was first started selling on Amazon. I don't know how many I had. I probably had 10, 15 of them. I got them for $1.50 each. They were on clearance. And this pattern couldn't be sold on Amazon. There wasn't a listing for it on Amazon. So I threw them up on eBay, and for months, nothing happened. And then I think as the product became more scarce in the marketplace, now in the last few months, they've really started selling. So I sold another one of these. This one sold for $14.99. I paid $1.50 for it. My fees were $2.90. So I netted $10.59 on this. And on this item, because I've been selling them over and over and over, I am doing $10 over and over and over every time I sell one. They're small enough to just drop in a poly or in a bubble mailer, which is super awesome. I'm a huge fan of these. I know that I'm getting close to the end on how many I have, and I'm going to miss them because they've been just a really nice one listing, multiple items. They've been awesome. This one took 174 days to sell, but like I said, these are just selling. I think I sold 3 actually over the last few weeks. And I will miss them when they're gone. So that is kind of what has been selling for me on eBay. I hope this was interesting. I feel like it's important to show you, like, here's some items that I did great on and I made money on, and here's some items that was that worth my time and energy? I still think it is. But I got to be real. Like, not everything I'm selling is making me a ton of money. And that is okay because I am learning and I'm getting better and I'm improving. My kids are so loud. Thank you for watching. Also, if any of you jump over to bandtogetherbuffalo.com and vote for 77 Stone, thank you for voting because that means a lot to me. And additionally, thank you to everyone who has liked and subscribed and commented, because I think we're going to hit 1,000, and that is mind-blowing. Trevor wants to throw a party. There's no parties during COVID. I mean, you could have a party with the 5 of us that live here in the house, me, my husband, and the 3 boys. That's a party we're going to have. We are excited. I'm excited. I'm shocked. I actually have like things I think I need to do. Like, I know I used to have an AdSense account, and I think you can only have one. So I need to go back and see if I can even still get into that AdSense account, and like probably should start doing these things now. But it is snowy, as you can see. We got about a foot, maybe a little bit more in a day. And then tomorrow we're supposed to get the same thing again. I'm ready for spring. Okay? It's cold. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys had a wonderful day, and I will see you all soon. Bye.